What's up? I'm Patrick and I'm trying to open a coffee shop, and each week I sit down in front of the camera and update you on my progress towards that goal. And always what I'm drinking, which today is decaf again. I'll get into why, but I'm recording this very late in the day and I'm so tired. And I don't want to be up all night. I can't talk. Anyway, I don't want to be up all night, so drinking decaf. And I'm so ready to go to bed already, and it's like 3 o'clock. So it's the end of the month, and that means it's time to update you on how much my coffee business made, if I made any money at all, or if I just continuing to burn through cash like I have been the rest of this year. So yeah, God, that's good. Oh my God, I just want to take a bath in this right now. A few things that I wanted to get done this week. I've been having this issue with my espresso machine where it just will lose pressure after, I don't know, 20 to 30 shots back to back to back in quick succession. And that's a real problem when you're trying to make a lot of coffee for an event, which I had this week. I had a big party that I was doing coffee for. So I was trying to figure that out. Reached out to Seattle Coffee Gear, who I bought the roaster from, and they said they would reach out to La Marzocco for me, but I've not heard back from them. So I still don't know what's causing it. So I didn't get anything fixed, but at least try to figure out what was happening. I also started listing my first products on Etsy. So I have a coffee subscription service where if you subscribe, I send you coffee each month. And as a part of that, I do a new block print of just a new design that I'm working on each month. So I thought to myself, why not make this like a service where I can do like any image on coffee for people, because I've done it before, but I don't really advertise it. So I listed it on Etsy. I don't know anything about Etsy or how to get people to find things on Etsy. We'll see if anyone buys one, but if they're there now. If you're interested in getting a coffee box with like a bunch of sample coffees that you can try with a custom image on there, it's on Etsy now. And then I also had to roast for an event that I had last night, which is Saturday. It's like a big rave birthday bash for a friend of a friend that I was doing coffee for, doing a bunch of espresso martinis and coffee for folks. It was super fun. I stayed up way too late though. I was there until after 1 a.m. Didn't get home until 2, so which is not normal for me. I'm in bed by 11 o'clock usually at the latest. So I'm exhausted, and I didn't fall asleep until 3 a.m. because I drank a bunch of coffee to get through staying up that late. So anyway, I'm feeling like a real zombie today, and if this is incoherent, that is why. So I'm sorry about that. Anyway, when I was roasting for this event that I was prepping for, my cooling fan on my roaster, which is this, it's basically a fan that takes all of the hot air from the coffee once it's roasted and sucks it out to cool down the coffee quickly. So it broke on Wednesday, which is when I was planning on roasting coffee. And so I was trying to scramble to figure out how to fix this thing. So I overnighted a new fan. I tried to roast with the new fan. The new fan didn't work. So I think there's a wiring issue. I don't really know. But I ordered some other wires to try and hopefully fix it. As of right now, it's still broken. So we'll see what happens. I have to roast for Patreon on Monday, and so I have an interim solution that I will make work. I've tried 2 different things. I bought a small fan, and it works okay. It just doesn't. The fan is not quite powerful enough. This is the fan. This is the fan that broke, and it just is not working at all. I bought basically just a power supply that connects to this little cord. So I should be able to just run the fan remotely instead of off of the roaster itself for tomorrow. And then hopefully this wire that I ordered gets here soon. But yeah, it's just, honestly, man, when a piece of equipment, like the roaster I bought, when I bought it, I spent, I think $5,000 on it. When something that expensive breaks, it's so frustrating. It's the lifeblood of my business is being able to roast coffee. Kind of the whole thing. I can't really do anything without coffee. It's even more frustrating when I have to overnight pay for $30 shipping to get this part to me, and then it doesn't even work. So anyway, it was a little bit chaotic this week, to say the least, but I managed to pull something together and make it work a little bit. It wasn't a huge issue in terms of impacting the quality, but I think if you were like taste them side by side, you could tell the difference. So, but yeah, this month, man, I spent a lot of a lot of money on fixing things that I broke or that are broken. So we'll get into that in a minute. Before we do that, let me talk about some personal stuff. I did a lot of glazing this week and got a bunch of pottery back. Actually, these just 2 shelves full. I don't know if you can see them back there. That I'm going to be listing on my website. This is my first sort of pottery drop that I've done. It's all handmade by me. And I'm really excited about it. I think these pieces are the best things that I've made, and so I'm excited to share them with you. Those should be live on my website on Friday. They'll be live for 1 week for subscribers to my coffee subscription service, so either through my website or through Patreon. You'll have a password that you can enter in to purchase those in advance, and then after that week is up, then it's just going to go live for everybody else. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, then you get early access to those, and I hope you like them. I'm really proud of the work, and I hope you are excited about it. Let me show you at least 2 that I'm most happy with. All right, so these 2, this blue glaze looks really cool with this this red clay body. So I'm super stoked with this one. And then this one, I think the reason I really like this piece, it's cool. The glaze is really fun, but the weight is just, it's so light for how big it is, and that's for me a really big accomplishment. The guy on Great Pottery Throwdown, if you've ever seen that, he like always cries about how the weight of pottery is.
It's fantastic, mate. It's fantastic.
You know, when it's light, it's a really hard thing to do. Those will be live again on Friday. And I had also planned, as a part of this pottery drop, to have like a full pour over set. So that's what this is here. It's a really beautiful black clay with a white glaze on the inside of all the pieces. But unfortunately, everything turned out except there's a big crack. I don't know if you can see that. Big crack through the pour over, which is frustrating. So I'm gonna have to make another one of these. But I'm realizing that this only holds 1 cup, and I made 2 cups for it, which these cups I think are really cool. The glaze turned out really, really cool on these. So anyway, I'm going to just sell the cups, and then I'll have another pour over set. Hopefully next month when I do another pottery drop for you all. So stay tuned for that. I almost forgot that these monthly videos are also an opportunity for Q&A, and we've got our first question. So our first question comes from @Winders. What is your 9 to 5? I actually work in marketing for a tech company. So if you've heard of QuickBooks, I work for them. Doing marketing. So yeah. Anyway, if you have questions for me about pottery, about coffee, really whatever, personal stuff, drop a comment and I will get to it next month when I make my video about how my business did in April. So that was my week, and now it's time to jump into how my coffee business did this month. My coffee subscription service made a total of $234. And that is actually up from last month. Added 2 new subscribers, so thank you so much. And yeah, it's awesome to see that number grow. That's really like the lifeblood, the heart of what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to create is just consistent revenue for myself to be able to hopefully depend on someday. And so yeah, thank you so much. This is like the number 1 way that you can support me is through subscribing to my coffee subscription service. I also made $1,218 from pop-ups, and then I had $250 come in from sort of commercial or wholesale deals that I have with businesses, bringing our total to $1,702 for our revenue for the month. Now, looking at expenses, I had a total of $208.51 in pop-up expenses. I had to buy a bunch of new coffee because I'm running a little bit low. I ended up spending $1,285.85 on coffee. I also needed more cups, so that was another $77. Shipping costs for the month were about $120. I had to spend about $100 trying to fix the roaster and trying a couple of different things with different fans and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a $100 expense for the month. Now, a lot of these expenses are going to be spread out sort of over the course of several months. This coffee that I bought will last me quite a while, as well as the cups that I bought. So I don't think it's a huge loss. in terms of of the overall impact. But definitely seeing little things like the roaster breaking, you know, that takes a bit of a hit to the bottom line, and just, you know, it's never fun when things break. And then also I had a bit of a plumbing fiasco this month where I broke some pipes under my sink trying to brew some coffee. So that was another $750 expense. So if you count that, I'm in the hole about $800 this month in total, which is not great. But honestly, I'm just gonna chalk that up to like a personal expense because it was my own apartment that I messed that up in. So I'm only down about $90 this month. I was really hoping when I saw that I made $1,700, I was like, hell yeah, this is gonna be the first month that I'm in the green. And if I didn't have the roaster break, it would have been the first month that I actually made some money. Realistically, like that coffee I mentioned is gonna last me a long time. So I think in total, like there's still some revenue to be made, or still some profit, I think, in the month as a whole, but just the way that expenses break out, it's like, that's how it goes sometimes, I guess. You can look at the total number that you make, but in reality, there's a lot of cost that goes into getting to that point. And so, yeah, it's hard. And then things break. And then you're like, all right, well, I'm not making money this month. This is the cost of running a small business. It's a lot. It's a headache and a half. But I love it, and I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. So that's kind of all I have for this week. I did take a nice little walk on the beach with Charlie yesterday, and it was really lovely. I got a lot of great photos of her just vibing in her favorite place. So I hope you enjoy those. Keep an eye out again for my pottery going live on my website, charliescoffeecompany.com. There's a whole section for pottery that will be available again to folks who have the coffee subscription, either through Patreon or through my website. There's gonna be a password that you can enter in starting Friday if you want to pick one of these up. I think it's about 20 pieces total. And I need to order some bubble wrap so that I can ship those out to you. I think that's all I've got, and I hope you have an awesome week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you Monday.